Well, then Wolves are through to the fifth round of the FA Cup. It was a 1-0 win away at Chorley. Yeah, just a bit of a meh game, to be honest. Look, I'm going to sort of approach this from two sides, really. As always, it will be great to get your thoughts on today's victory in the comment section down below. And be sure to hit the like button. And if you want to carry on supporting us, you can always click the join button as well if you are watching us on a desktop today. Yeah, a 1-0 win. You know, Wolves are through to the next round of the FA Cup, which is nice. Always nice to go on a little bit of a cup run. It would have been a huge and major shock and upset if Chorley had got a win. But I've got to say fair play to them today. You know, they gave us a good game. From the Wolves side of things, Wolves fans watching this are probably going to be very, very disappointed. But I think Chorley can take a lot of pride after their performance today. And they actually caused Wolves a couple of issues. Starting team for Wolves, we reverted back to the back five. It was a 5-3-2 type lineup where we saw John Ruddy returning goal, Max Kilman, Connor Cody, and Willy Bolly across the back three, with Aït-Nouri and Kiana Hoover as wing backs. João Vitinha started in the middle with Leander Dendoncker and then Vitor Ferreira, Vitinha, as the attacking midfielder, and Patrick Catrone and Fabio Silva up front. And, you know, it was fairly obvious that Wolves were going to dominate possession, I felt. But you know what? Chorley had the first real attempt. You know, that first effort they had on goal, I thought, if they carry on with this sort of style and if they're going to cause us issues like that, this could be a long evening for Wolves. But, you know, we managed to get that goal in the end. I think Chorley defended very well. We saw their banks of four. Their midfield and defence were very organised. And I genuinely can't remember a clear-cut chance Wolves had today, which is disappointing. But again, credit to Chorley on that. But I think Nuno, if I was Nuno, I'd be devastated. I'd be really, really disappointed with that. But Vitinha did give us a lead, the only goal of the game. And I've got to say, regardless of opponent, it's an absolute cracker. Absolutely fantastic strike. Brilliant swerve on it. But yeah, fantastic goal to give us a lead. And I thought, here we go. You know, we could strike from range. Chorley might open up a little bit, hoping that we maybe see 2 or 3 goals this evening. And we didn't see that. I've got to say, you know, I'm normally an optimistic and positive Wolves fan. Really disappointed today overall. I think I could have played up front today for Wolves and it wouldn't have made a difference at all on the result. Patrick Catrone, Fabio Silva, yes, you can argue they weren't getting much service today, but very ineffective. Very, very disappointed there. But everyone was very sloppy. No urgency whatsoever from Wolves. And just no attacking intent at all. Full stop. Which is disappointing. Look, I can see why Nuno wanted to revert back to this formation because I think it seems like this may be the system Wolves will go with against Chelsea, and it sort of made sense. I mean, we saw it. You know, you could sit. For me, I would have been sitting Kilman, Cody, and Bolly on that halfway line, and Aït-Nouri and Kiana Hoover as wingers, almost like a 3-3-4 formation, really. Getting those sort of wing backs as proper wingers up the pitch just to try and get as many men forward. But there was no link between the midfield and the attack whatsoever. Chorley had a really deep line and Fabio Silva and Catrone were almost hugging their defenders, whereas the midfield was sat just in front of our defence. So there was such a big gap between the attacking and midfield and there was just no link up whatsoever. Look, from Wolves, you know, I don't know what Nuno has said at half-time or before the game. Maybe they wanted to just stay in gear one all game, get through this game with no major fitness or injury problems and see us through to the next round. If so, fair enough. But with the performances that we've been putting in recently, the defeat most recently to West Brom, you would probably be expecting, with that sort of team, I've got to admit it's a strong team still, you'd probably be expecting Wolves to still grab 3 or 4 goals and Nuno say, look, we're back at it, all right? We've got the confidence to start scoring goals. But a performance like that today screams that we need a new striker. And it's a good job that it seems Willian Jose is on his way this weekend because that just isn't quite good enough. Look, I've said previously, fair play to Chorley. I think the big man up front, Cardwell, caused us a couple of issues. But we were just so sloppy. Nothing was sticking whatsoever. You could blame the pitch for that. But Wolves, from as soon as that goal went in, handbrake up, that was it. Sat back, invited pressure on ourselves. That second half, although Chorley, you know, they had a couple of half chances, it was painful to watch. And as a Wolves fan, and I think any neutrals watching that would be thinking, Wolves are dreadful. Wolves are really, really poor. Look, I know we got another tough game against Chelsea. We need a serious wake-up call there. I think this is a wake-up call, really. Yes, we'll probably see the likes of Neves reintroduced. I think the sooner we can get Pedence and so on back in there as well. Obviously, Neto and Adama we saw for small cameos towards the end as well. But yeah, I mean, the fact that John really had to make a number of good stops means that it's not an evening to remember really for Wolves. Yes, we're into the next round. We're going to be playing Southampton or Arsenal. We're still in the hat. We've still got an opportunity of winning this tournament. But on today's performance, not fantastic. I think it's strange saying that, you know, winning a game, getting a clean sheet, but the fact that we still, in my opinion, you could argue Chorley with a better team out there. Wolves just weren't fantastic whatsoever. I think what Wolves need at the moment, and seriously, is a striker with pace. We have not got that, and we've not had that for a long time. The last time I remember us having a number 9 with a lot of pace was someone like Nuadiko. And when he was fit, he was a fantastic striker. Catrone, for me, is too sluggish and too slow. Same with Silva at the moment. Jimenez was the same, but Jimenez knew how to hold up a ball. I'm not saying Jimenez was slow, by the way. He still had a yard of pace, but he really knew how to bring other players into play. Today, that wasn't happening whatsoever. Ball wasn't sticking. And you look at the stats. Chorley having more shots than Wolves, more on target than Wolves. But, you know, at the end of the day, the only stat that matters is the scoreline, and Wolves have won this game, 1-0. We're through to the 4th round of the FA Cup. Guys, let us know in the comment section down below what you thought of today's victory. Fingers crossed we can improve on that. And fingers crossed it was just because Wolves didn't want to get out of first gear. And, you know, they've got the job done professionally, you could argue. And we're into the 5th round of the FA Cup, the last 32, I believe. And, you know, got to be in it to win it. Guys, let me know your thoughts. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I'll catch you all very, very soon.